Mae West is without a doubt one of the most important women in cinema's history. She taught women to celebrate their sexuality. She showed that women can have the right to direct and write films. She was a pioneer for women's comedy, liberated and emancipated women of the 20th century. She was described as a one-woman sexual revolution. She was enrolled in a dance school at age of 7. She started to become a vaudeville performer at the age of 14. Then she had gotten her start on vaudeville in the early 1900s. In 1911, she appeared on her first show on Broadway. Mae West began to write plays where, of course, she acted as the star. Her most controversial play, titled Sex, shocked 1930s America so much that they threw her in jail for 10 days. The play had amazing ratings, and she found this as an opportunity for some good publicity. The censors would heavily scrutinize her, and so she decided to clean up her act if she wanted to reach a broader audience. So she wrote a play that wasn't so scandalous. And in this play, she thrived in her comedy. She became infamous for her double entendres. Her play, Diamond Lil, was a smashing hit and solidified her persona she would be known for. She made her Hollywood debut in Night After Night, where she got a taste for the dazzling life as a film star. The director of the film states that she stole everything except for the camera. Initially, the censors didn't want to adapt her play, Diamond Lil. She fought for her film and rewrote it, and the critics agreed that she could make it. It became a raving success and was nominated for Best Picture. She was now considered amongst the ranks of other comedians at the time, like W.C. Fields and Laurel and Hardy. The author of Great Gatsby, F. Scott Fitzgerald, even praised her by saying that she was the only Hollywood actress with an iconic edge and comic spark. She built up a very large movie portfolio, and in the film My Little Chickadee, she was paired along fellow comedian W.C. Fields, who was a notorious alcoholic. He remarked how during the filming, she would refuse to work with him unless he was sober at all times. She was said to be straight edge, before there was even a term for it. Her provocativeness and controversial double entendres angered many censors and religious zealots. During the 1940s, the censorships would cut many of her lines because, in their opinion, they were too suggestive. By the mid-1950s, she became a headliner in Vegas. She said in order to bring women to watch her shows, she had to bring some men, so she hired bodybuilders to accompany her on stage. It was a one-of-a-kind show, and no one had seen anything like it because of the gender boundaries that they crossed. Her show set box office records, and at this time, she was only 61 years old. By 1935, she had the highest income of any woman in America. After her final film, Sextet, she sadly suffered from a stroke and was paralyzed. She died peacefully on November 22, 1980. Mae West was a Hollywood legend. She was a multi-talented person who made a massively successful career for herself in comedy when she was pushing 50. She's written dozens of films, plays, and books and broke boundaries when she would speak publicly about her sensuality. In addition, she also played an important role that paved the way for the LGBTQ plus community by writing a play that highlighted the works of drag queens called The Drag. This was a time when dressing in drag was a taboo, so this was very daring of her. Her life should be immortalized in the Loxa Hall of Fame because she is a pioneer in women's liberation and non-censored comedy. In the words of Mae West,
Why don't you come up sometimes, see me? Well, when I'm good, I'm very good. But when I'm bad, I'm better.
I see a man in your life.
What, only one?
I changed my mind.
Yeah, does it work any better? Oh, well, I'm caught between two evils. I generally like to take the one I never tried.
Take care of these men.
Yes, give them all my address.
I am delighted. I have heard so much about you.
Yeah, but you can't prove it.
Haven't you ever met a man that could make you happy?
Sure. Lots of times.
What kind of husband does you think I should get?
Well, It should take a single man, leave the husbands alone.
Aren't you forgetting that you're married?
I'm doing my best. What's the good of resisting temptation? There'll always be more.
Well, I wish you'd forget your principles, Ruby. I must have you. Your golden hair, your fascinating eyes, and alluring smile, and lovely arms.
Wait a minute. Is this a proposal or you taking inventory?
You certainly know the way to a man's heart.
Funny, too, because I don't know how to cook.
I'm sorry.